Yeah. Oh. Oh no.
Maybe you should wait to go until after you report back to the—
But if I let Vivia go alone now, I get this. I'm sure Vivia has seen. I also want to see what he.
Are you alright? Did his
I said...
Huh?
Nope.
You don't, huh?
If you have any expectations for my... I'm good at avoiding trouble. I try to stay still and just let things pass.
That's because spectral projection allows—
So, what have you learned?
Well, I gather.
There are only 2 reasons a mystery goes There's no point in crying over the lab.
Should we?
No. The missing piece, it could have been launched far away. Like pieces.
So you're saying?
I'll let you be, but I'd like to request minimal movement. The shortest possible.
Hey, Master? Are you sure?
We did finish investigating the actual crime. We can use spectral project.
We don't have much time. We have to check the rooms we can access.
Just barge in and check everything. I have seniority over you when it comes to being a soul. You better listen to what I say.
This is the central lab. There might be some clues here.
So, what room is this? It seems to be locked.
I told you, it's just storage. They keep it locked up because there are some confidential documents inside. Among us researchers, we treat it as perpetually sealed off.
Well, unlock it right now. We need to see if the detectives are hiding inside.
The only key is held by the Peacekeeper's director.
What? Director Yomi has it? Aren't there any other keys?
No. The Peacekeeper's director personally manages this area, so he has the only key.
I see. Guess we don't need to look inside. This conversation never happened.
Right.
Only the.
There's gotta...
Right. From the look of it, it seems like ordinary storage space.
The files lining the shelves appear to be mostly old research logs.
Everything else is just.
Nothing here seems to...
Huh? How do you know that?
There's a section with a missing file. He probably already disposed of anything he didn't want others to see. The secret we're looking for won't be here anymore.
So, the evidence has already been destroyed. After we finally found the secret lab, too.
Sorry about threatening you with the blade early.
I was so scared. I thought you were.
Why wouldn't I?
Huh?
To tell the truth, I wouldn't know if I'd actually slash your Although, there's a good chance Laura...
So,
I don't want to kill anyone, but yes.
This guy. What place is suspicious?
Huh? The Des Amaterasu lab, but
There's nothing up. Shit.
for now.
Such a...
This would, yeah, he's, but the, anyway, not the,
Well?
hey, yeah, but it's a,
That's a plus.
Doing that would.
Of course, no. Well,
There's another one, Master!
It says this is the electrical room.
Let's check it.
There are a bunch of... If this was shut down...
all the power to the... Wait. I don't see...
That reminds me. Dr. Weska said...
This critical lab operates on a separate...
That was a rather indip...
Maybe.
It's.
Was it?
I have conduct. Please.
So some.
Does that...
Yep. Use the stairs so you don't get fat.
Chief Yago was attacked in this hallway. Damn it.
Yuma.
No,
Then how...
because... Also, the knife which was used to stab Chief...
Ah. The murder weapon. Oh,
You know about...
I did some research after he got that note. He uses his knife to prove to his clients that he committed the murder. Setting that aside,
You're right. There's some strength considering the chaos at the time.
look closer. This marker...
Is it?
Could the Chief have done it?
No. It's more...
What could he have...
Master, maybe it's that house.
Isn't this...
Could it have been taken from the... What?
As for the photo...
The photo shows a young man and a woman. The woman looks like she's wearing a lab. The man is covered with...
You keep. Did you fall in love?
I'm just checking.
This is a clue? You
I don't. This blood's... He left...
by using.
He's not... This is the...
Hey, listen up. The reason Dr. Weska died is because he deserved it. It's called karma. He always insulted my research. Serves him right! Serves him right! Oh, sorry, that must have hurt. This is also his fault. They still haven't come back with that armor pal I lent them. I'll take a bath with it once it comes back to me. Oh, but that means I need to start research on waterproofing it.
I think I've seen something I shouldn't have.
He certainly has a grudge against Dr. Huesca.
I guess it's easy to find out what people are really thinking when you're in ghost form.
My forte exposes anyone's inner life and encourages them to tell the truth. That being said, it's thanks to this ability that no one comes near me anymore. Which is what makes you special, Yuma.
You think so?
You're way too naive, Master. It's pretty much a sickness at this point. I'm getting excited here!
This... This... There's a manual for Amapal. Amapal can be watched, you can up for safe. However, this is to prevent the arm's wire. It has a load capacity of 100. The sales pitch does say, withstand play with your rowdy...
It's exactly as the...
Yeah. I think that... I think I've checked everything I could.
Knew it! You didn't get any clues for the case.
We have learned a lot here.
What?
But what do we learn?
That's all I can do to help. After all, I'm more interested in the story than the truth. I think we should return to our bodies soon. There's not much time left.
Oh, then I'll go back too.
Hey, you're back! How'd the investigation go?
Well, I managed to get a lot more information thanks to Vivia's help.
Whatever, just tell us what you found. We don't have time.
Sure.
So nothing you found leads us directly to the culprit. Oh, damn.
Yeah, sorry.
If only we could get a glimpse of Dr. Huesca's computer.
What could we learn from that?
The security logs. They should be saved on the doctor's computer. If we could check the logs, we could clearly see the security system status. With that, we may be able to figure out when and how the culprit entered the lab.
Can't you check the logs with that computer instead?
I can see that the log file exists, but you must log onto the doctor's computer to see what's inside.
You were in the doctor's lab! Why didn't you check his computer?
You cannot touch anything while using spectral projection. So obviously, we couldn't mess with the computer either.
Why didn't you possess a peacekeeper in the room and make him order the others to do it?
Don't be unrealistic, please. The ghost form isn't all-powerful like that. It cannot take over someone else's body, nor can it be heard. In fact, you weren't able to hear the conversation between Yuma and me when we were using spectral projection.
Master, I think you should carefully remember that spectral projection trait.
Huh? Why do you say that?
No reason. I just have a feeling.
Since it can't be done with spectral projection, someone has to go back there and look at the doctor's computer, right? That's basically jumping right into enemy territory!
This is bad. His heartbeat.
Are you serious? Is the chief gonna be alright?
Don't just stand there!
Right.
Chief, please stay with us! It was only a matter of time to begin with, but it looks like that time has come.
No! What should I do? At this rate, it'll be over for everyone! Chief Yako, Halara, Fubuki, Tetsuhiko, and even Livia. I refuse to let it end without saving anyone!
To be honest, even if you want to go to the Mystery Labyrinth, you don't have enough clues.
So you're saying we can't do anything until we check the doctor's computer?
Hey, Master. You've always been relying on others until now. Isn't it time for you to handle this by yourself? You may be a trainee, but you're still a detective. Try to save everybody on your own without asking for help.
Save them all on my own?
Nah, I guess you're really not that type of person, Master. I'm just teasing ya.
Yuma, what's wrong?
I'm heading back to check the doctor's computer. We have to find the final clue.
Wow.
Wait! Are you heading in there as yourself? Do you know what you're doing, Yuma? It's all over if you go out there and get caught!
Thanks to our investigation while in ghost form, I have an idea where the Peacekeepers are located. Now is our only chance before Yomi comes back with more Peacekeepers.
All right. I'll leave the investigation to you, Yuma.
Hey, are you sure about this?
Our hands are full just trying to treat the chief. We have no choice but to leave it to Yuma. The doctor's computer should have the security log and other important data hidden inside.
Right, I'll see to it.
I shall join you. That way if you get caught, I can use my forte.
No, Fubuki. Please save your power for when everyone is in danger. I'll be fine.
Reversing time takes a lot of energy, right? It should be saved as a last resort.
All right.
I'll stay here as well.
Why? You should go!
There is nothing for me to do. Besides, even if we found the truth, it would not improve the situation here.
So you're just gonna give up? You gotta be kidding! Fine, I won't waste time asking you anything anymore. Just go to sleep or whatever. Yuma, you're our only hope. Show him you're no longer just a rookie.
Right, I'm heading off now.
Master, you're acting pretty cool.
I am a detective after all. Well, a trainee one.
Seems like my training is working. Oh, and Master? Regarding the Clumsy Girl's time rewinding power, you should probably keep that in mind too.
Huh? Why?
It probably has nothing to do with the case. Just a feeling. You know, just in case.
Sure. Alright, let's move carefully so the Peacekeepers don't spot us.
Master!
Wait. I managed to get here without being seen, but there should be more Peacekeepers up ahead. I better keep moving and stay out of sight.
Wait, what if some toxic gas is still lingering around? Nah, just kidding.
I knew it. There are still some Peacekeepers. But once I'm at the computer, I'll be in there.
How are you going to get
I just need to reach the computer.
This mission is impossible.
There's no time. We need to hurry up and check the... All that's left is to check the computer.
Who's there?
Oh no!
Jeez, I told you not to get...
You're that terrorist detective. How did you get here?
I'll catch you and report to...
Master, you'll have to take a chance in the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet. I have to do...
Then what are you gonna do?
What do I...
Just come quietly. Resistance is futile.
What's the matter?
Livia!
Sheesh. What a pain. I want to die someday.
Livia, you came to help me?
I always like to keep this syringe in my pocket.
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
I know I should leave you alone, but curiosity got the best of me. You are like death itself.
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
No matter. I will be a witness to the end. Once you obtain the truth, I'll see if you choose to scream or fall silent.
I don't get what you mean, but you really saved me. Now I can check the doctor's computer. Vivia really helped us out there. Let's wrap up this investigation now. It's not locked. Oh, thank goodness.
No one could enter this room, so he didn't need to set a password.
Time to check it out. Let's see... Security log, reference folder 1, folder 2, folder 3...
Well, what are you looking at? And what did you find out?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, it automatically records the date and time in the log. So if someone cut the security and entered this room without permission, it would be recorded in the log.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it. I'm not into modern machines and stuff.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. It hasn't been turned back on since, so... That means this must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Right. So what?
Well, the last time security was cut was 90 days ago.
90 days?
Which means that security was up for at least 90 days before I disarmed it. There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days? He's a bona fide shut-in!
That's not the problem here. There's no record of anyone coming in and out of this room. There should be a log of the hitman entering before we did. Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here. It's the perfect, impossible crime.
From the looks of it, it appears we have strayed further from the truth. The files are formatted to prevent editing. There doesn't appear to be signs that the log was rewritten.
We've checked the data, but it's just made the crime even more impossible.
And thus, the mystery deepens. Mysterious.
It's not over yet. There could be more secret data. Halara even mentioned it. His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating a lot with the same person. One message is fairly recent, too. This is...
Quite I'm sure Doctor refers...
The address is just random characters jumbled...
The Doctor spoke to a mysterious person.
Speaking of which...
Well, this is just a rumor, but I don't know what they're plotting. But if this rumor is true...
So his suspicions were right. Searching through the backlog of the emails, this appears to have been going on for over 5 years. But it seems like their relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the Doctor wanted to cut ties.
So the Doctor plotted to leave Kanai Ward, and this Anonymous tried to stop him.
It's more like he directly threatened him, if you ask me.
Could Anonymous be the one who hired the hitman?
The Doctor betrayed him, so he sought to kill the Doctor. Makes sense.
The Doctor didn't shut himself in here just for research. He did it to protect himself.
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable security. That also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat, right?
Either he was that confident in his security, or it was just a facade. Regardless, this Anonymous is very suspicious. If only we could find out who this is.
Even if that person hired the hitman, we still don't know how he got inside.
True, that is the biggest puzzle here. How did the culprit get through such perfect security and murder the Doctor? If we don't figure that out, the case can't be solved and our innocence can't be proven.
Huh?
What are you doing here?
You again? What are you, anyway? Were you born just to get in my way? Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for defeatists. Alright, fine. You're not just some shit in my path. You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals. A piece of trash. Trash must be dealt with properly before you rot and start to stink! What's your name?
Yuma Cocohead.
I see. I'll make a path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it. Of course, it'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey!
Capture these criminals! I'll execute them on the spot!
Shinigami, can you do it?
Of course, Master! We're finally acting like partners! And of course, it's all thanks to my efficient training!
To the Mystery Labyrinth!
Right! Mystery Labyrinth!
This... I see. So this is your true power. Yuma. I knew you were dangerous.
No matter what you say, it's already way too late!
I want to die someday.
Down the rabbit hole we go!
Again with the falling. Why can't it ever be a gentle landing? Oh, Vivia. This is called the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
You can tell? Oh, well, anyway, this actually isn't my forte. It's...
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
Huh?
So you really could see me this whole time?
He could?
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things. My forte was gained through training that innate talent. Though, I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it. Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency, and saw that death got clear as crystal. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO Underground Book Vault held something called the Book of Death. And also, that someone had taken it.
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book vault. Only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Anyway, you've been using this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits? My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery, causes its true perpetrator to die. If that's the case, you've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's just what happens when...
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
What? Hey!
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
I see. So you're determined to do this, huh? Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction myself. So, I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
If you're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you. Well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Regrets? I don't have any of those, but there are still some things I've left unfinished. Especially after you exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way. Well, Master, let's do the usual.
Yeah, okay.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries? This place must be pretty dangerous.
Here you go, Master. Here's your solution key.
Is that key something like a clue for the case? Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Could you be more of a doubter? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you. So let's go and unriddle this mystery labyrinth! Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth!
We have to walk? This is unbearable.
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
I thought you were going to ignore him. Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came here...
That's pretty rare.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one...
How rude of them! It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the Mystery Labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overwritten. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability. I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is...
Relax.
You would have been better off with Fubuki.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything.
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be
Hey!
go! There's that mystery!
Huh? I told you to stop surprising me like that.
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wit.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have it.
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either. Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah, there's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing! Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is... The fact that Dr. Wesker was murdered in a completely locked... The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind... And yet, he was found... We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were... Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits. So how did the culprit get in it? That's what I don't...
But the culprit is definitely the hitman.
I think so, but besides, even if the hitman did it, but there's no doubt the hitman stabbed. That's the only thing I'm absolutely...
Kanai Ward's garbage. What are you doing here?
Yomi Hellsma...
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the Mystery Labyrinth.
I figured. In other words...
Right.
You pieces of shit. Disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward!
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
But we have no choice.
You killed Doc.
ones who killed Dr. Wesker. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab. And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active. It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
In other words,
No one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder. This is the truth. Don't make me laugh. Shit! There was an intruder? That's impossible! And in fact, you proved that yourself! Damn! Don't make me... Shit! There was an intruder? That's impossible! And in fact, you proved that yourself! My claim doesn't hold up! What are you... If there was another intruder, then where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical room. There's no way they got past it. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it? That's obviously impossible! Isn't that funny? You just proved you committed the crime!
if there was another
Intruder? Then where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place
to hide in the critical lab.
I'll slash through this mystery.
There's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device. The vents cover can be easily removed. If they hit it...
Everything is...
We managed to defeat him this time, but it's not over yet. Come on!
Okay!
Right here!
Sorry.
Anyway, let...
There was an intruder for sure. We know so.
The culprit probably after that, but they couldn't, so they hid.
So, you would have caught...
Yeah.
It's super late.
It's not but it is. If I would have realized if I'd caught the culprit then.
Master, wallowing in regret is...
Right.
Seems like we're finally at the central question. This is the first...
I leave the rest to you.
You can bring your own
He's just special.
Right here!
The culprit used the blackout to slip past security and into the lab. That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
Huh? A trap?
Guess you were wrong.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
People only...
Oh, Master, we have...
The doctor said the critical lab was on a separate grid, and the lab switchboard wasn't in the electrical room. The security wouldn't shut... Well, I may have messed up, but at least we got a little closer to the...
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
I know.
culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the...
If the doctor committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it, there would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
Once...
The doctor invited the culprit in? But why?
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit... If... The log on the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut... What's going on? Were all three routes wrong? Hey! There's another door!
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared!
Interesting.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were...
But by eliminating...
You sound disappointed.
Who cares?
They use spectral projection to enter and kill him?
Then... I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. How dare you! There is no Master. Hold on!
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form. He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife. So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Viv?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything. Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he...
Sorry.
Anyway.
If he's not the culprit... Don't start with that. You better.
Oh, hold on.
I don't, but you know...
But that means...
Nothing. Why?
Huh?
It's... No matter how cruel...
Can I handle it?
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can. I bet you're not sure this mystery lab...
What are you talking? I've said it...
So you still... Well, when that happens...
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clue.
As an apology for the distraction, let me... This labyrinth appears to change shape. So, instead of...
Carve my own... That's right, Shinigami! Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes...
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that...
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
Okay.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But fine. Try to solve it lickety-split! That's right! Go, go, go! That's right!
A new route appeared!
all thanks to me!
Perhaps
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell?
I've never been happy or
This guy's hopeless!
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
When you think about who could get past security, the only option we know of is Amapau.
True, and that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
But it's just a toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
I don't know yet, but since Amapau can get through security, it must be important.
It's sealed off here, too.
Hey, there's an... Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way. Huh? Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the... Wait. Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yeah, you're...
The mystery materialized. Must be related.
I don't get how you can keep reading at a time like this!
The trap didn't activate. Does that mean we found the right answer? Huh? So the rating... Why would the doctor say...
The security was still active at the time, and that was before I borrowed up, so the only...
Why would he...
I think if we go there...
What? That route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geese...
But it looks like it could be an...
Still... being...
So, Master, do you have an idea that...
Not yet, but I think... The doctor put up... We have to figure...
He's here too.
You rat. Good luck.
Well, you said there's nothing here.
We can't do that! If he's trying to...
This was all part of the doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all. That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act. There was no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood. You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul into his work. The research was going well. The doctor was loyal to Amaterasu.
This is the truth! No! The doctor was planning on betraying Amaterasu Corporation. He was trying to escape Kanai Ward. He said so in the message. Yomi's rebuttal? What? What was he trying to deny?
It seemed... It's the security gate. Everything's locked up.
Which means...
Oh, the door...
Are you sure?
So the doctor tried to swap places with someone else to escape from Amaterasu. The notes he left behind in the lab...
You mean the diagram with the sulfuric acid being...
Yeah. He was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid. He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
At the very least. Did it buy him enough?
Wow! He's so cool and so who was the substitute supposed to be?
Maybe the doctor was under surveillance by Amaterasu. But when he learned a hitman was after him, the doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Now that I think about it, the doctor did seem to be waiting for the hitman to arrive.
The hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate hitman was captured by peacekeepers.
But the hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
That was the act he put on by asking, "Who are you?"
Perhaps that would...
He was trying...
He considered taking advantage of the detectives, so if he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing, and thereby acquire the corpse.
That seems overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out.
Well, he couldn't have used another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence. He needed visitors. People from outside to pull it off.
So if I didn't know about the security and had rushed into the lab...
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now. Aw, so close.
You want that?
But the doctor's plan failed, and he actually got boom-killed by the hitman. I get what he was trying to do.
Assuming the attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom, we at least know for sure the real attack hadn't happened yet.
In other words, the culprit entered the lab after that exchange. So the problem is...
Where are we?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
Huh? Shinigami?
Yeah! Master! This looks like an important turning point! So, is that your final answer?
I haven't said anything yet!
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside. Now then, here's our fateful fork in the road. It's life or death! We're at the crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice now, Master. Which one will you choose?
When I directed Amapel to go into the doctor's lab, he already had a knife stuck in him. Which means he was murdered before Amapel entered the doctor's lab.
Your answer? Is correct! Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
What are you talking about? Anyway, let's keep going.
Little by little, we're narrowing down when the culprit entered.
Yeah, but we still don't know how yet. It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapel entered his lab. During that time, the culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
So the most likely time would be when you went to borrow Amapel, Master. The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
But Fubuki waited at the front chamber while Desuhiko and I went to borrow Amapel. She said no one entered or left the lab. Huh? We're back on the original path.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in. Yuma.
No, I can do it.
This is a map of the critical lab.
So we have to determine...
We'll have to solve them one at a time.
If we know where the culprit was before they got in. This, do you know where?
Here! The culprit...
Yay! It opened!
After the exchange on the intercom, given there was always a detective at the front chamber, when we went to borrow Amapel, the But the airlock is the only location that isn't a... There. The culprit had to be inside that decontamination device before committing the crime.
But I thought he was just hiding in there to avoid being spotted after the crime. So you think the culprit was in there before the crime too?
Yeah. The culprit was waiting for their chance. But we had no idea when we sent Amapel into the airlock.
And from there, Yuma, you guided Amapel to the doctor's lab. So the culprit entered the doctor's lab before then? How would that be possible? Only Amapel could get past security, right?
Yeah, that's the next big question.
Maybe the culprit used another Amapel unit.
No. The researcher mentioned there was only one functioning Amapel.
Which means the Amapel Yuma controlled was the only one that could get past security.
So the culprit must have taken advantage of Master's Amapel to get into the doctor's lab.
Yeah, that's the only way. But how did they use it? There's no solving the doctor's murder until we figure that out.
Well, I have an idea. Will you hear me out?
What is it?
How about giving up? I'm getting tired.
Nope, motion denied. Another fork in the road? Such a complicated mystery labyrinth.
Beyond each problem lies the truth. We're definitely getting closer to the heart of this mystery.
Neither is really the right answer?
Given the process of elimination, that must be it. Amapel's hands aren't designed to hold anything, so it couldn't use the knife to murder the doctor. Which means Amapel wasn't the murder weapon. And the culprit couldn't have used it as a shield. It can't neutralize the toxic gas, and the high-voltage shock would destroy it.
So then, how did the culprit use Amapel?
I think we'll find out if we continue down this path.
That was the wrong answer! Come on, Master!
Ow!
Huh? We're...
We've been here before. It looks like we've been brought back.
But the door we opened earlier is closed again. Why's that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Huh? Even the question is the same. Does that mean we gotta do it all over again?
Well, the logic is still sound. There's no other hiding spot for the culprit besides the airlock.
So you want to choose the same answer and keep going?
If you do, you'll just repeat the whole process again. We'll just be brought back here if we can't figure out how did the culprit use Amapel. And I refuse to walk any more than I have to.
Hey, don't sit down!
What should I do?
Stand up! Stand up right now!
Stop it. Leave me alone.
If you want me to leave you alone, then help my useless master out!
Fine. Just one thing, then. We're back at... Where was the culprit before the crime? Because you're stuck at... How did the culprit use Amapau? With that in mind, these two questions are connected.
Connected? Both the culprit's location and how Amapau was used?
Help him out more! More!
The culprit was hiding in the airlock, where you also left the robot, right? At that moment, only the culprit and Amapau were there. So maybe the culprit did something.
The culprit did something to Amapau?
Clues are always there, right under your nose. It's a detective's job to notice them. Did you notice anything strange back then? Any tiny detail? Try to remember.
Something strange. Hey! Now that you mention it, back then...
Oh hey, the screen lit up. So this is what Amapau sees. It's like the cockpit of a mecha.
Whoa, what was that?
Did it break already? I thought it was state-of-the-art!
No, it's alright. It's stabilized. There was a moment when the camera stopped functioning while I was controlling Amapau. It returned to normal pretty quick, but maybe...
See? I told you it was right under your nose. You don't need any additional help from me, right?
That was a clue to help solve this mystery?
Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. You just haven't noticed them. Perhaps there is more you're overlooking. Was there anything else unusual?
Something unusual. Something I missed.
Anything else? It's not like a...
Wait, that's it!
Huh?
Now that I think about it, wasn't that strange? The culprit must have gotten ahead of Amapau, but why didn't they ever show up on the camera? If the culprit went past Amapau to enter the doctor's lab, they would have been spotted for sure.
Now that you mention it...
But nobody showed up on camera. How did the culprit manage to pull that off? How can you move from the airlock to the doctor's lab without appearing even once on Amapau's camera?
Hey, aren't you just adding another mystery?
No. All the pieces are here.
Huh?
Yuma. The
A single...
Sheesh. I talk too much.
One mystery after another! What do we do now? It's a Pandora's box of mysteries!
Let's stay calm and think about it. There's plenty of time.
Or not. I'll keep reading while you wrap things up.
Remember what you said, Master. All it takes is use those weak break.
Culprit's location. Omapal's usage. Its malfunction. didn't the culprit appear on camera? All this can be solved with just... Rode on Amapel's head, using it as a method of transportation.
The door opened!
With every open door, it will be harder for you to turn back.
Absolutely! I will find the truth no matter what. This is...
Hey, you said the culprit. What did you mean by that?
Literally what I said. The culprit rode Amapel and used it to get through. After we left Amapel in the airlock, the culprit came out of the decontamination device. Then they jumped on Amapel's head. The disruption in the footage was from the impact.
That's insane.
Is it? I think it's fairly reasonable. Amapal can withstand up to 100 kilograms of weight. So, someone riding on it shouldn't affect its function.
The shoe print on Amapal's head wasn't... It was left there from the culprit.
After that, the culprit simply by doing so, the culprit was...
You're right. If it's true...
But Yuma, you're still missing some...
What's with that huge...
The greatest mystery of this case should appear soon. Just the thought of it gets me feeling...
This case is... This is the panel chamber.
Means the doctor's lab is just beyond it. If we can get through here, we'll reach the goal, yeah? Is this the greatest...
Not exact.
Well...
Beats me.
The culprit murked, which means that it was when the door first...
Yeah.
Right. The moment there was enough space for a person to slip through, the culprit hopped off and went inside.
It's a joke. If this... The culprit hopped off. Amapal as the door opened. Then slipped through the gap in the door. That's impossible, even for Fink the Slaughter Artist. Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit, the camera would have caught it. No one would do something so risky.
The crime would have been exposed. The culprit must be
Really lucky.
What? Did they use some
Sort of special power?
The culprit
Hopped off,
Power the door.
opened. Then slipped the gap in the door. That's impossible, even for an artist. Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit, I'll smash through this mystery.
Amapal is designed so that when its hand is stretched out, it won't execute any other inputs. That's why when it...
Bjorn.
Since the door opens outward, it's possible to take advantage of the blind spot it creates. That's how the culprit managed to stay outside the camera's view as they entered the doctor's room.
So it's an elaborate murder that took advantage of Amapal's design, and even the direction the door opens. Whoever planned this must have really wanted the doctor dead. I guess you can call... How scary. Just where will it take us? Perhaps a suite with the culprit's obsession.
Damn it! Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind. That's all impossible!
Your deduction is inconsistent.
It's full
of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed,
it wouldn't be from behind.
That's all impossible. Damn it! Your
deduction is inconsistent.
It's full of inconsistencies. By your
logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind.
That claim doesn't hold up! No, the culprit did stab the doctor in the back. That's how the body was discovered.
That's why I'm saying you're deducted. By your logic, the doctor couldn't have been murdered in that way! Quickly enter the lab.
But the doctor was in the
Room at the time, right? There's no way he missed an intruder. Running is noisy. So Wesker would have heard and turned to face the culprit. And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back. Unless you think the doctor was asleep. Is there any trace of him being drugged? Even if he didn't look back, he would have heard someone coming! The culprit quickly entered the lab. But the doctor was in the room at the time, right? There's no way he missed an intruder. Running is noisy. So Wesker would have heard and turned to face the culprit. And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back. Unless you think the doctor was asleep. Is there any trace of him being drugged? Even if he didn't look back from his desk, he would have heard someone coming.
This is the truth. Wait, the doctor had trouble hearing. That's why he didn't notice the intruder.
Now you're spout. There's a gaping hole in your logic. And there's no way you're gonna fill it at this rate. Because you're the one refusing to see the truth right before your eyes.
If that's the case,
It's not that easy. The culprit. Hang.
in my eyes, the reason is because of Yuma's reluctance.
Huh?
Subconsciously, that's why you haven't.
What hole?
Whatever. That's.
Yuma. Yuma.
Jeez, go away.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The huge hole in this investigation?
What are you...
Just ignore him.
Let's review your deduction, shall we? The culprit took advantage of Amapau's locked position and entered the lab. And before the robot entered the room, that person stabbed the doctor from behind. However, they bumped into Amapau while escaping, causing it to fall over. That was obviously a mistake, but since it wasn't captured on video, they were able to avoid detection. After that, the culprit went inside the decontamination device in the airlock to hide from you.
That's correct. So what's the hole in my deduction?
It's before all of that. It remains the case's greatest mystery.
Which is?
How did the culprit get past security?
What?
We already told you that. The culprit rode on top of Amapau as Master controlled it and was taken all the way to the doctor's lab.
But if someone was riding on it, how did they get...
Oh.
This is the end for you!
Oh, come on!
I won't let you maggots ruin the peace of Kanai Ward! As the... Keep playing with your shit. abductions. You still haven't solved the greatest mystery! How did the culprit get past the security? The critical lab security was always locked. There was no way to reach the doctor. Panel chamber shocks would have found the culprit. That security system? No living human can breach it. I'll slash through this mystery.
A human could get past the panel chamber by using Fubuki's forte. In fact, that's how we got past the panels. The high-voltage shocks kept destroying Amapel. But we reversed time every time that happened.
Correct. So whenever it was struck by the current, you went back in time. But while that was occurring, the culprit, a human, was riding on top of Amapel. That person was burnt to a crisp every time you failed.
But...
Which means you killed the culprit over and over again.
Vivia?
If only you had chosen to remain ignorant, I would have walked beside you in silence. But if you intend to seek the truth, then I must stand in your way.
What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
He's going to betray you, Master.
Betray me?
It's up to you, Yuma. This is your final chance to save the world you believe in. What are you going to do? It's time to decide your past and your future.
Why, Vivia?
Look, people.
Yes. How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber? It's impossible to avoid the gas. The culprit will surely die. You should already know this, right? The gas is a special trait. The gas can see through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity. Once it hits you, you're done for. You die before reaching Wesker. No one.
This is the truth.
If you pass through the toxic gas, you'll die. But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you. Which means you could survive for 30 minutes.
What? Don't tell me.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas. And no fortes that can nullify it. There's only one way you could get through it. You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapel taking you to the next room.
Then, the culprit didn't do anything to counteract it and just passed through the toxic gas?
It's the only explanation that makes sense. This is the truth. can't believe it. But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas,
Then they...
the culprit...
It appears you finally glimpsed the truth. Well, how does it feel to have your world shatter before your eyes? Isn't this what you wanted?
Yomi's mystery phantom, subconsciously, I didn't want to know the truth.
Huh?
Up until now. The mystery, and that's because...
Master, what's wrong? It's the Hitman!
The truth. Nothing has less value in this isolated, rainy city. No one.
brought up. No one will get. They both belong to me! If the culprit carried out the crime you deduced, then they should be dead from the toxic gas. But no one at the scene has died from poisoning. If you understand that, then what are you still doing here? Your deduction is wrong. Don't disturb the peace. It's not worth debating. The best you can do to refute it? Just give up and die!
This, I'll expose the truth!
The culprit missed the hitman. The culprit realized their plan would be exposed. If someone in the lab died from so they used the hitman to cover up their own death.
Used the hitman?
Meaning, the hitman wasn't hired they were hired to cover up the culprit's death by toxic gas.
Huh? The hitman's target was the culprit? Not the doctor? But the doctor was stabbed by the knife with the inscribed F. Isn't that...
All you would need is a similar... The story of Fink the Slaughter Artist using...
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. It's the one that Fink the Slaughter Artist used.
So, it was all a ruse? The real culprit...
Stop. To hell with detectives and the truth! I won't let you have your way in my... There is no real culprit! Dr.
Huh?
The real culprit.
The time has finally... It's time for you to acknowledge. If the tiny crack spreads any further, the mirror will shatter. Knowing this, then...
Shh. The clues point... I know. I've known. All along.
Now...
The bloodstains photo found in the hallway near the lab. There was a person pictured with a woman. That was the hitman's target. The real culprit behind this case. The blood obscured the person's face. It could only be what? It could only be...
How do you know? That person in the photo is the hitman's... And...
It's...
No! Don't you dare say another word!
I don't understand. Good luck, Master. I'm all... Huh?
Yako.
Huh? Why? Why is Fuzzhead here?
Chief Yako was the only person attacked by the hitman in the lab. In other words, the Chief was the hitman's target. But Chief Yako tried to hide that photo by tossing it behind the house. He hid it knowing it'd be... And that's because the person in the... It was given to the hitman so he'd know his target. And the Chief tried to conceal it. Which means the blood covering the face on the photo...
Hold on, Master. Are you serious? You're really saying Fuzzhead is the culprit? Really? I don't buy it. You think he actually put together this elaborate murder? He's knocking on death's door just for this?
I don't want to believe it either. But there's no other way.
Don't forget this stuff.
But Yuma. If Chief Yako is... Why would the Chief send it? If he was the killer? Answer me, Yuma.
By sending that note, everyone, which was necessary for this sequence of events, all the master detectives headed to the secret lab. Chief Yako brought them here to take advantage of their abilities.
Huh?
But the death threat wasn't sent just to the detectives. The Peacekeepers received it too. What was the point of that? Why put them on high alert? What is the truth behind it all?
The note was sent to the Peacekeepers because they were... When the Peacekeepers received... the note. The master detectives were able to... They did it by...
It would be convenient to have a lot of...
This is why the
Hey, you still...
I am well. I haven't gotten this much with this. I can't leave the...
Vivian.
Let's continue, Yuma. So, everyone disguised them. You were already at the lab.
Yes, but we did...
Wait! I knew.
What do we do?
I'll draw their attention to buy some time. In the meantime, you two...
The Chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was the blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it... was that also the chief?
No, that's not it.